Morning, everyone. Thank you for coming to today's monthly memorial service on January 22nd, 2023. We'd like to begin. Judo highlight 4 solemn claps. Please open the prayer book to page 2 for the mediation prayer.
Seek mediation, beginning Konko sincerely and wholeheartedly each and every day. We receive mediation on you with all our hearts and souls on this very moment. Gyanami Konko Daijin Sama, Gyanami Konko Daijin Sama, Gyanami Konko Daijin Sama, Gyanami Konko Daijin Sama.
Purification prayer.
Through the way of mediation, our sincere apologies be acceptable to you, our divine parent. We acknowledge our mistakes and misunderstandings, arrogance and ignorance, our divine favor. We apologize for all our shortcomings and differences from past generations. Guide us in the way of living, reflect your divine will, with a pure, joyful, and loving heart, always one with you.
Kami prayer, page 3.
Reverently pray.
The blessings of heaven, the blessings of earth, time and world of cease as without end. In heaven and earth, the light that touches all. In heaven and earth, the truth that us all. For this wondrous war, for these wondrous works. Let us give attention and Kami. Let us pray the divine parent of the universe. Kami loves and cares for all humanity, all those who live between heaven and earth. To declare Kami our divine parent, to live in Kami's deepest blessings, this is the way. The beginning of knowing the way, allows greed and selfishness. There is a cycle of misfortunes, greatest times of sorrow. Our founding father, who Daijin, suffered many trials in the world, but held fast faith and sincerity. Receive Kami's great blessing, and began the life of mutual fulfillment of Kami and humanity.
Humbly we pray.
The divine parent's great wish was thus fulfilled. Konko Daijin accepted the whole mediation that leads us to the benefit of Kami and humanity. By making out the way of faith to all who sought him, expounding the blessings of heaven and earth, and and he knew not the coming of night. By night he prayed for those who grieved, seeking salvation for all who suffered, and he knew not the dawning of day. Though years passed, the world changed. He did not waver from his task, the divine task of mediation. Thus was given the secret and secret the guiding principle for our daily life. The divine will was thus renewed, and the blessings will universally, establishing the way of eternal prosperity, the way of mediation of Higami Konko Daijin. By this wondrous revelation, we have given knowledge of the way. Through all hearts to this world, through their body and soul, the way of mediation teaches us to turn our hearts to come. Without forbearance, without being afar, the way of mediation teaches us to pray with total trust. While living aware of divine favor, we offer sincere apologies and praise in our ways. Let us live our faith every day, seeking and rejoicing in your divine favor. Let us care for those in pain and invite them to the way. Let us guide those who are lost and awaken them to the life of purpose. Coming is the healing us, we are providing coming, and this way of mutual fulfillment reminds us in this world. May families wish for true peace and the well-being of all people be fulfilled. So we humbly pray, so we earnestly pray.
Let's bow our heads in prayer.
To the leadership message for the monthly memorial service. In the presence, we carry Konko life and the life of Tenchi Kaino Kami. On behalf of the Konko Mission Wahiawa, Yasuyo Yano, we have to say for together here for monthly memorial service on this day, January 27, 2023. With this service, we seek to honor and extend our sincere gratitude for blessings we have enjoyed this day and pray for the spiritual fulfillment of the Mitama spirit of the people who have ever been affiliated with this church. It is a great honor to serve this church the last 46 years, along with support of the people in the faith community, upskilling the Reverend Haruka Takahashi, who established this church as a branch church of Konko Mission Home in 1940. This year marks 83 years since this church was initiated. None of this would have been possible without your divine guidance and blessings, the support of many people. We truly appreciate the fortunate encounter and twist of fate that the Reverend Haruka Takahashi was taken through the encounter with the Reverend Kodama and evolved to become Konko minister. We have been receiving divine blessings from the time of our ancestors and to our descendants. We receive blessings for living and even after we pass away. In memory and respect toward our deceased ministers, family members, and friends, we pray that the virtue of carrying Konko Daiji, the life of Tenchi Kaino Kami, enables the Mitama spirit to be fulfilled and at peace, and the family members be able to enjoy fulfilling lives. We continue to extend our prayers for the people of Hawaii and throughout the world that are experiencing difficult encounters in life. The life of Tenchi Kaino Kami, please allow us to be service to you in helping others, an utmost expression of thanks for the blessing we have been able to enjoy. Please let us help each other and guide people who live like himself through a virtue of Konko Rising. The life potential Kainokan will be known to people that they can attain peace of mind. I pray that the Blessed service is granted. Tomorrow evening.
Now, as you were.指導ともに入り、4 solemn steps. Recitation of Tenchi Kakutsuke, page 6.
ピアミ本校大臣天地
神の神でし願い
おかげは心にあり今月今日で頼み
Pray sincerely with all your heart, be one with Kami. Kami's blessings begin within, hearts grateful and caring, in harmony and joy. Look to Kami always, now and forever, on this very day pray.
池上本校大臣天地会の神に願いおかげは我が心にあり今月今日で頼み
Pray sincerely with all your heart, be one with Kami. Kami's blessings begin within, hearts grateful and caring, in harmony and joy. Look to Kami always, now and forever, on this very day pray.
Shintoku Sanji, page 29. No, Adoration Prayer, page 7.
With the eyes in out to heaven soaring above.
With the eyes in all my heaven soaring above, we bow praising prayers for the earth deep, living on such gifts of Kami's great giving, how happy and grateful we are. The dedication of Yano Sensei does not stop for a single day. The protection of the divine current embraces all far and wide. The blessings of Kami flow without limit through all generations. The ways of Kami are mysterious and wondrous beyond our understanding. Day by day, every day, honestly and reverently, we praise the virtues of Kami and honor the work of Kami.
Shintoku Sanji, page 29.
おげまつれば天高くはおげまつれば天高くおよがみまつればちはつし神の恵みに生かさる海の幸いぞありがたき我が生き神の恩取りすぎ一人もかくる時のなく天地の神の本守りときちかきの枝けなし神美しみはよろずよにあまねく満ちて果てしなく感からいわくすしくて人の思いぞ及ばざる我ら今月今日やび祭りてひたすら神の御影をたたえ祭らん神の慰霊を仰ぎ祭らん
一同拝礼、4 solemn steps.
Hiro Haidate for sound cuts. Please open the prayer book to page 12 for the Mitama prayer.
Speak over God before us.
You are the gift of life, and this God is the universe. You discharge His faith in each according to the span of years. You will remember eternally. You are the generation to generation. Honor the foundation of our society, and the roots of our families. Through the mysterious works of Kami, you enter the Konko faith. You walk the way of Konko, respecting the will of the divine current. You are mastered through your faith to take things the world beyond and leave your descendants. Our gratitude is boundless for your loving favors. We realize ancestral spirits of our homes, our own divine spirits. We beseech you to stand by us each and every one. Receive the favor of Kami and help us fulfill our tasks as people of the faith. Protect us, guide us, enrich us, that we may never lose the way of faith, that we may hand it down to all generations, that we may live peace and prosperity within our homes. Protect us, guide us, enrich us. Let us bow our heads in prayer for the Saishi prayer.
Monthly members of the Saishi. Yame, the spirit of the founding minister of Konko Mission, Wahiawa, the late Reverend Haruko Takahashi, the Reverend Masataro and Fumi Yasaki of Konko Church of Omagi, the Reverend Masayuki Kike Kodama, the Reverend Masahiko Eshin of Konko Mission Onami, the Reverend Hidejiro Hitoshi Kosaka of Konko Church of Kawanushi, and the Mitama Street, the people who have ever been guided and connected with the Home Commission Wahiawa and departed in the month of January. Owari Kaneshige no Mitama no Kami, Tama Noguchi no Mitama no Kami, Tsuneko Takahashi no Mitama no Kami, Chikiko Hayashida no Mitama no Kami, and Sanjuro Karabara no Mitama no Kami, Izuru Miyamoto no Mitama no Kami, Mark Perron Jr. no Mitama no Kami, Lawrence Olson no Mitama no Kami, Paul Akita no Mitama no Kami, Karen Asuoka no Mitama no Kami. With deepest reverence, we gather here today, January 27, 2022, in observance of the monthly memorial service in renewed remembrance, honor, appreciation, and praise for those who came before us and became the foundations of our blessed life. On behalf of Konko Mission Wahiawa, I ask you, Yano, we are still praying for you. We have done our spirit, each of us have been born in this world to live through the grace and love of the life-changing kind of kind. From the moment of conception and throughout our lives, we have been immersed and fully saturated with your blessings. One day we'll turn to the spiritual food upon departing from our physical existence. Upon the Konko line stated, those who are living between heaven and earth are blessed to the Kenji kind of coming. Even after that, we shall also receive the blessing of Kenji kind of coming. Whether we are living or dead, we must remember that heaven and earth will always be our home. As such, Konko line showed us that there is a blessed relationship in life and death. Let us always remember the blessing of life for Kenji kind of coming transcend time, space, and place, and distance. I found the Konko line related the light that the sun shall produce is a divine blessing. The rain, the falls in divine blessing as well. All humans are allowed to live in the midst of divine blessings. People who are born amid divine blessings, live amid divine blessings, and die amid divine blessings. True divine arrangement. If you have been guided to the Konko office, your diligence and sincerity in pursuit of the teachings found the Konko line enable you to understand and appreciate the way of Konko office through the work of divine mediation in the Konko line. We offer our humble respect and sincere gratitude for the work of the Middle Master. With deepest appreciation, we gather here to remember you the appreciation of your work and contribution to our lives in the past and present. To accept many offerings before you and sincere prayers also as tokens of our sincere thanks for your presence in our lives. We extend our prayers for thanks for your spiritual work as you help, guide, protect, and comfort us in time of need. We extend our deep appreciation and heartfelt gratitude for enabling us to appreciate the operation of this church for the last 83 years. This could not be possible if it were not for you. We pray that through your virtue and divine coming, the Konko faith will pass on from generation to generation. And the true blessings of that faith will be realized by men. Thank you again for what you do.
Now, as you were. Four solemn paths. Please open the prayer book to page 36 for the ladies and Haishi. そして3時。
Yano Wahiawa
我が家の神我が神と心尽くしていつき祭らな心尽くしていつき祭らなとは時に親の神たちを海の子のために家の柱を沈め立て構えあすこのために世のなりわいを守り立 すけたまいかくりよのみえぬさかいにましませどもびうつくしみのみ心はうつしよにかわらせたまわずさきみたまのまさきくさきわえたまいくしみたまのくしみにめぐみたまいて志はまきの柱の動きなくなりわいは結ぶつなみのゆるびなく真心清らに励み努めしめたまいうからやから和らぎあいて日にけにうらやすく楽しましめたまいついに移しよのことを得て神の御門に参らん時には必ずしも迎え取りたまいに美しみの子をむらしめたまわんものと神の実りの絶えなるかしこみがたじけな耳をやの恵みのおぼろげならぬおうれしみ喜び申すことを見心も涼やかにきこしめしたまえと申すくしびのみよやのみたまあなくしびのみよやのみたまあなとわたのみよやの神あなとわたのみよやの神
児童拝礼 for solemn thoughts. Good morning. Thank you for coming to today's monthly memorial service. Reverend Edna is not here today. She's at work. So it's just me and Reverend Yano that will be talking. I usually like to talk about what I experienced recently. Sometimes it might seem jumbled, but I try to do my best to talk up here. So after a while, I've been thinking, I've been busy doing all kinds of things. I've just been busy with preparing for all sorts of things, helping my parents, helping my significant other, and I feel like I just don't have enough time sometimes. Like no matter how much time, no matter how much I do, I just feel like I'm like all over the place. I wish that I had like multiple Davids all over the place to do all those different things. And so I've been okay, but I've been tired. Just trying to do things and trying to like manage my time. Feels like I don't have enough time throughout the day, like I said. But despite all of that, I am very thankful for my health. I am thankful for the faith that I practice, and I feel like the practicing faith throughout all these years, like as a child, you just don't realize what it's like until you start to become an adult and you start to like experience life, all the difficult things. Those are the times when the faith starts to come out. That's when your faith starts to get tested many a times. So as a nurse, as a beginning nurse, when I was first starting out, I would be given all these difficult patients. You're a beginner. Here's your patients, and a lot of times they'll give you the most difficult patients, like the patients that nobody wants. All the experienced nurses are this is what we're gonna give this to you just because you're a new nurse. It's not like an initiation, I don't think it's like an initiation type of thing, but all those times when I had those hard patients, like, oh my god, why am I getting all these difficult patients? Why am I having all these? I'm still a beginner. Like, why I shouldn't be getting all these hard patients? And after a while, you're already in your mindset. You're already expecting to get difficult patients, and so every time I go to work, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get the difficult patients. But those difficult patients were, in actuality, a blessing in disguise, where it kind of helps you later on in your life. So a lot of the difficulties that we may experience throughout our life, those, I feel, if you're able to like accept those experiences and learn from them, will kind of like be a building block to developing yourself, deepening your faith in Kami-sama, and kind of like understanding why things happen a certain way. So I did get all those difficult patients, and now after I look back and I'm like, okay, I'm kind of glad I did get those patients. My preceptor, the one that taught me while I was a fresh nurse, kind of like pushed me off the edge. It's like he says, you have to be the best. You have to be the best in the hospital. I was like, how? I can barely function. But he was a good nurse. He was the one that like pushed me the most. So went to the deep end basically. Like if I'm on a cliff, he just like pushed me off the edge, and he says, this is what nursing is like. This is what it's like to have like a full load of patients, and it kind of like made me open my eyes and realize like, oh wow, this is way more than I thought. I was like, it made me second guess, like I should have maybe not become a nurse. Like that's how hard it was when I first started. But all those years of experience and the challenging patients have basically developed not a sixth sense, but you kind of get an intuition after a while of your patients. You know who the sick ones are. You know who the ones that are easy that you can kind of like leave alone. That experience, I feel, is very, very valuable, and I feel that Kami-sama has provided me with all those experiences to kind of like develop myself. I do this. I tell the newer nurses, even the ones that I precept or the ones that are just like there. I tell them to don't be scared of the hard patients. Don't be scared of like the challenges that you may face, because those challenges are gonna help you later on in your life. When difficult things arrive, you can look back at those experiences and kind of like, build on them, learn from them, and kind of help you get through your everyday work. Because in the end, as a nurse, you get to go home, but the patient has to stay and kind of like go through all kinds of difficult things throughout their life. So I know I'm kind of like rambling on a little bit. So after a while, you develop like an instinct, and recently, this might have nothing to do with nursing, but I've been at my significant other's house. I stay kind of late, and I think Clayton would know, like the parking lot in the area closes at 12 o'clock. like the guest parking, 12 o'clock, and it's like 12 o'clock, you might see a tow truck coming through the area. There have been many times where I'm like, there are multiple times I'm like running to the car. It's like, no, stop, wait. Like, they're like backing up. They're like right in front of my car, and I was like, oh my God, don't take my car. And I could. There's a feeling. I get a feeling like that sense. I feel like Kami-sama was like protecting me from getting my car towed away, and like, cause I need my car to go to work and everything. And so, recently, I've been like I guess I've been tired and like I fell asleep. I was like, I feel like there was no tow truck nearby, right? But you hear the rumbling sound of a tow truck. Like the low rumble of a diesel truck. And I was like, I fell asleep. It was like way past 12 o'clock. It was like 12:30. I was like, oh my God. So in my dream, I think I heard the tow truck coming, like in my dream, in my head. I was like, I could hear the rumble, and I was like, I'm looking outside the window. I was like, okay, there's no tow truck. But then I was like, okay, I gotta go. Like, I really gotta go. So, when I'm like going to my car, the tow truck's like right there. Like it was like the lights are off, and it was like kind of like rolling to where I parked. I did not hear the tow truck, like physically. I just felt like Kami-sama was, helping me by like kind of like telling me, the tow truck's coming. The tow truck is gonna come soon. There's been multiple times I was like, it's okay. I think I got like 10 minutes. I can make it to the car. There won't be any tow truck. And there's times when inside my heart, like in my chest, I feel like butterflies. Like today's the day. There's gonna be a tow truck today. Like it's weird. It might not be nothing to do with fate, but in a sense, Kami-sama says to trust your dreams, to trust any type of signs that you may have around you, because Kami-sama may not say anything may not say anything verbally, but to just kind of trust your heart in everything you do. So yes, recently that's what's been happening. I know I shouldn't be staying past 12 o'clock because that's like the time limit for the trucks. For the tow trucks to tow your truck away. But yes, I've been blessed in a sense that I feel like I have like that sign from Kami-sama telling me that something is coming. So like I said, overall, the more faith you practice, I feel like you're gonna bring out the Kami-sama within yourself, kind of like opening up the Kami-sama within to help realize all the blessings that are around you. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining today's service. Thank you for the message, David Sensei. Today seems to be a big day for those people who enjoy surfing. The ICAO, Big Wave Invitation Wahiawa Bay, will be held. For the first time from the year 2016. This event has been operation 39 years old. In according to today's newspaper, some of our church members also went there to watch the very big event. But they are all thrilled to challenge the force of nature. I'd like to introduce a message from the founder. Proud face your faith daily as if your life depends on it. That you will be able to receive divine blessings even in matters of life and death. Quoted from the worker number 3, Jinkyu Kyowa. When I was reading the Kyoden Gorikai yesterday, my attention was drawn to this particular message for some reason. I have been reading the message so many times as we used in the past. To practice is not just to pray in fulfillment of our wishes and wants, but to practice is to understand the fundamental life force that enables us to sustain our lives and respond to the unconditional gift from Kami-sama. We refer to the Enchikai no Kami, or life force. We use the expression of ikasarete iku in Japanese, or being allowed to live for nature and for natural existence. Only those people who have ever been aware of something greater that sustains life would ever use the expression of ikasarete iku, not just I live on our own. Ikasarete iku. Some people say okage-sama de instead of ikasarete iku. Okage-sama. Okage-sama. Kage means shadow. Just say okage. Shadow. Okage-sama de some unidentifiable element or force just keep on living to stay alive. Okage-sama de. The element of okage-sama can be numerous. It is an interesting expression, kage, just shadow. Something invisible help us to sustain our life. Something invisible could be unidentifiable. People who make it possible to live in one way or another. Something invisible could be also elements that make it possible for us to live in one way or another. The fourth Konko-sama, Kagamita no Konko, used to say, Osewa ni naru. It can be also same meaning of okage-sama. Osewa ni naru. It means we have been benefited, provided by something else. To live is to get osewa ni naru. Without osewa ni naru, we simply cannot live. I don't want to be osewa ni naru by other people, but this is incorrect. We need osewa ni naru for any element in life. Those who practice faith should feel grateful even after sitting and resting on a tree stump in the mountains. Quoted from volume number 2, and no 23. This one message really tells the nature of our existence. Our life is sustained by Kami-sama. Our life is being possible because of the elements that is osewa ni naru. This is my message. Thank you very much for attention. 天地の南高大天地羽の神主に願いおかげは我が心になり今月今日であるまめ南高大天地羽の神主に願いおかげは我が心になり今月今日であるまめVery good.
Oh yeah.
Page 84. Second from the bottom. Asakichi.
私読む。With Asakiti stationed in Kyoto, Hagio Bunji's 17-year-old son was instructed by Kami to begin practicing martial art. In 1866, he was designated a severe reserve samurai, which means he would continue to work as a farmer, but in times of need, served in the military. At the same time, as a reserve samurai, Hagio was allowed to have an official surname and wear swords, as well as receive a small stipend.
September 7, 1866, Iwa told Bunji that she felt ill, as Iwa had experienced a similar episode 8 years earlier on November 3, 1858. Bunji advised her to drink her favorite sake and go to bed early. As a precaution, he had Kono stay by her side that night. Iwa awoke before sunrise and expressed a desire to eat rice dumplings. When Kono brought rice dumplings prepared by Kura to her grandmother's bed, she was found that Iwa had died. It was around 6 o'clock in the morning when the 76-year-old Iwa peacefully passed away.
Bunji immediately prayed to Kami and was told, "Do not stop praying. You must not go to see her. Since today is a chrysanthemum festival, have your children celebrate. Just tell people that your mother is ill. You'll be given further instructions this evening." When Bunji asked Kami that evening about the funeral schedule, Kami instructed, "Inform people of your mother's death at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. By that time, the festival will have ended. Hold a private funeral in the evening. Inform Asakichi in Kyoto about Iwa's passing. Hold a formal funeral after he arrives home." Bunji and his family intended to hold a private funeral on the evening of September 9th. However, the Buddhist monk from their family temple did not arrive in time because he had been under the impression that Iwa's family would hold her funeral in accordance with traditional Shinto rites.
The day of the private funeral was also the day Ukon Hashimoto departed for Kyoto to request permission for Bunji to perform religious services. Several of Bunji's disciples had also given Ukon their application to practice as Shinto priests. As Ukon was leaving, he received a request from Bunji to seek out Asakichi and inform him of his grandmother's death. Asakichi received a 30-day leave and left Kyoto on October 1st, arriving home on October 8th. Gunji informed Kami of Asakichi's return, whereupon Asakichi was told to rest for the time being and await further instruction.
親の森の夫が神って攻撃を受けて本土県の鳥を見つけ、私の旅を returned from the south of Imperial office. He said that he had been ordered to serve a volunteer role that allowed him to wear his sword. At the formal funeral ceremony, Asakichi represented the family as the chief mourner. Uki and Habu were wearing their swords during their grandmother's funeral procession. This made the funeral very dignified, something the village had not experienced before. Openly, the funeral was the last act of funeral piety with his adopted mother. He quietly all the people of the family descended. Therefore, before the street of the foreign temple.
The priests have held an elaborate Buddhist 7-day memorial service and 49-day memorial service. Asakichi left Otani on October 21st to return to Kyoto. Gunji appreciated the fact that all of this was made possible through Kami's divine arrangement. Thank you.
では歌を歌いましょう。おはようございます。Good morning. 今から歌を4つ歌わせていただきます。We sing 4 songs. Page 57、新人の栄光からです。よろしく。 page 46.
With a heart caught up in doubt and worry, I face my life every morning, wanting to shine, but somehow holding back joy and fear, swirling in my heart. Still I long, even when as small as I can run into someday and find a shining, shimmering, brilliant light flowing from a path that never ends. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high, for we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We are never alone in our lives. When I'm down and ready to surrender, when times are hard and it seems so dark, just know each day that I'm never on my own gives me strength and courage to try harder. Holding hands with my friends standing by my side, swinging arms together we will walk to the shining, shimmering, brilliant light flowing from a path that never ends. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high, for we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We are never alone in our lives. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high, for we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We are never alone in our lives. ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。Thank you very much. Please take care. See you next time. オンラインの方。
池上本校大師天地風の神主に願い、おかげは我が心にあり、今月今日で頼み。池上本校大師天地風の神主に願い、おかげは我が心にあり、今月今日で頼み。 りがとうございました。
This concludes the monthly memorial service.
今日は川先生の
Today will be Reverend Kawaha Sensei's
この本
book
が
signing,
ですけど
もうあと
which already started at 10 o'clock
これ
at the Konko mission of Honolulu.
10時から
These are his books that he wrote.
20ドル
They're $20 each. That's it. Thank you very much.
ありがとう